नमस्कार, स्वागत है आपका विश्व शांति दर्शन के युवा कट्टा में। आज हम बात करेंगे फिलांट्स, इस एनजीओ के फाउंडर प्रांजल ओसवाल और इसी संस्था के और कुछ कार्यकर्ताओं के साथ।
Now is the right time we should do something for the people who are underprivileged.
When we get to know about coexistence, it makes us really humble and very nice as a person.
पता है कि कोई नीड में है तो हमें अपने आप से पहले उन्हें रखना है।
2017 में स्थापित की गई ये एनजीओ आज पुणे और मुंबई में समाज सेवा के 7 विभागों में काम कर रही है। यस, 7 सेक्टर्स ऑफ सोशल सर्विस। So Pranjal, hoping or thinking about a better and sustainable world is what everyone does. Everyone wants a better and sustainable environment, but there are just few like you guys who actually get up, organize and do it actually.
Right.
So I just want to ask you, what was the trigger, what was your initial goal and what was your plan behind organizing and starting it really?
So basically, I got inspired by my father, who's also a social service worker. So I used to see him work with special kids. He has built a few schools for mentally disabled kids, but I never saw him working for the people living on the streets. So that's how I thought that, okay, if I want to make a contribution to the society, I should target this sector. So I started with food drives. I used to go on my own. I used to feed a few people. And there's a bond that got formed with the street resident. And one unfortunate day, I saw a street resident die because the food was not arranged for him. So that's when it hit me that alone I can't do much. And I need to form an army which will support me in future, and this army will take a further step, and soon one day we'll be working in multiple sectors. So this is how Philants came in my mind, and Philants has come from the word philanthropy.
Yeah.
So everybody asks what Philants means exactly, but I didn't want it to keep it a very obvious name, but something that actually means something. So this is how Philants got initiated, and today we are a team of more than 400. So we are just increasing, all thanks to these people.
So how did you guys join them actually?
So like in 2019, like one of my college friends, I came across this post, like, so we conduct Diwali drives. And like there was a poster which was released for a Diwali hamper, which like we distribute amongst the street residents. So वहाँ पे like फराल रहता है, then one set of clothes, फिर ऐसे मतलब पूरा एक hamper दिया जाता है to one street resident. So I came across this post like one hamper is of this particular amount. And I contacted him, and then I went through their page, and I was really inspired by seeing all the work that Philants was doing. So then I registered to be a volunteer in 2019, and I've been there since.
For me, I am working in Philants from last 5 months. Philants का एक और सेक्टर है इतनी सी हंसी, तो वो ब्लाइंड पीपल के लिए काम करती है, तो उसके बारे में उसमें पोस्ट किया था। तो मैंने सोचा यार ये मैंने कभी किया नहीं है, सो मैंने डिसाइड किया चलो ये स्टार्ट करते हैं।
I read your motto, Philants, service before self, right?
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes.
So what is that service before self? Is your self really distinguishable from the service that you're doing right now?
Actually, we have a different mindset for the same. When we came up with the tagline service before self, एक ही आइडियोलॉजी पीछे उसकी थी कि अगर पता है कि कोई नीड में है तो हमें अपने आप से पहले उन्हें रखना है. Today also we are working on cases where we get calls regarding anything. If they need payment for the electricity bill, if they need any mental health examination test or kidney operation test, anything which is coming towards us, we are directly striving to help them out. तो ऐसा होता है कि सब कॉलेज गोइंग स्टूडेंट्स हैं यहाँ पे. एवरीवन हैज देयर ओन करियर्स टू बिल्ड राइट नाउ आल्सो. सो व्हाट द एग्जैक्ट मोटो इज कि चाहे कुछ भी हो जाए पहले उन्हें रखना है, फिर अपने आप को रखना है. फूड ड्राइव पे भी ऐसा होता है दैट वी हैव सीन मेनी अदर पीपल ड्यूरिंग द फूड ड्राइव्स enjoy, socialize or anything. That time also we are very much into the zone of just working for them. It's like we forget ourselves and we want to devote ourselves in the social service sector. There is self, of course,
Yeah.
but there's no selfish deed behind this.
Yeah, of
This-
course, of course.
The pure motive is just to help them out.
Okay, you both used a very interesting term which most people don't use, the street residents, right? It is a better spirit for the popularly known term homeless people, right? So I know this question comes from a very privileged position, but I think the audience needs to know this. Who are these street residents?
So, when I came to Philants in last year around October, I started. So, I used to know the founder like since many years, but I wasn't much into it because of my college work and everything. So, but later on, like when I joined, I also was a bit like confused, like why we are using some street residents. Like it's a new term for me as well. So because whenever we go outside, we see these people call them homeless people, but this is a very new term and a better way to call us like someone like that, because that term that people use generally, it's like demeaning them. People are only living on the streets because of the conditions and because they don't have any means for getting a good life. We should treat them equally and we should help them with the same motive, that they are a part of the entire ecosystem and like a part of the entire world.
जब ये फूड डिस्ट्रीब्यूशन था तो तभी हमको बोला गया था कि ये करना है, सर्वे करना है कि लाइक कि उनका नाम कहाँ से आए हैं और वो स्ट्रीट्स में क्यों है, मतलब लाइक घर नहीं है उनको, क्यों नहीं है. तो जब मैंने उन सबको बारी बारी से पूछा है तो थोड़े जन है जो जिनको घर से निकाल दिया है बिकॉज ऑफ एडिक्शन, लाइक अल्कोहल और व्हाट्सएवर इट इज़, और आधे जन है जो मतलब लाइक जिसको मतलब कुछ काम ही नहीं है बेसिकली, बिकॉज लॉकडाउन था तो जिसको बेसिकली काम ही नहीं है, क्योंकि जहाँ पे काम करते हैं तो उनको वहाँ पे रहने भी देते हैं, तो उनको काम नहीं है इसलिए उनको रहने के लिए भी जगह नहीं है. सो इसके लिए वो स्ट्रीट्स पे थे.
You can, but you really don't want to have a setup कि जिंदगी भर हम इन लोगों को ऐसे ही मदद करते रहे. We want them to be self-sufficient, right?
Definitely.
The point that you said is we can't help them for lifelong. So the only key to this is education. I'll like to say that because I myself want to be a teacher, and I've read Philants ke all the 7 plans, and they have one such thing where they go and educate the people out there. So education is a basic need, not just food and shelter what they are doing.
Like you said, we definitely don't want the street residents to depend on us completely. So we started initially with the food drives,
Yeah.
where we used to earlier target only 60 people. Due to pandemic, we increased our number to 300. And just in the phase 2, we distributed more than 42,000 meals. And the main feature here in Philants, which distinguishes us at least from other NGOs, is that we really believe in building a rapport with the street residents. So whenever you come along with us for any food drive, you'll see the street residents calling us by our name.
Wow.
So that's how we deeply are connected with them. So once you form that rapport with them, then only you can make them understand that, okay, now you have to grow.
Yeah, yeah.
We will not be there forever. We are just a mean. And if we are there today, there are a lot of chances that we are not going to be there tomorrow. So you have to be independent completely. And that's how now we are turning the tables, and now we are soon going to initiate a food drive where we'll be charging small amount. This is inspired by Dadi Ki Rasoi in Delhi, which works in a very beautiful manner. They set up a table and they work for few hours where they prepare one particular meal and they charge at ₹5. So anybody, like whether it's a rickshaw driver or people like us or the street residents, anybody who wants to eat has to just come and pay ₹5. This is how they also value the food which is given to them, because multiple times it happens that during the food drive we see the street residents throwing away the meal, which really hurts us.
Yeah, yeah.
But just because of few, we don't want to say that every street resident could be the same thing. We just don't want to generalize. So this is our future plan, to charge them at least ₹5 so that they know everything has a value in this world. And this is how they have to work hard to at least earn ₹5 to have a good filling meal.
getting a connection with the street residents, like not just giving them food and like going, but a connection where we know them and they know us. So what in this also we have started one thing where we take the data of the street residents, like what they do, where they live, and like what they can do. Like if someone is a good cook, then we can if we have a position where the person needs a cook or a caretaker or something like that, so we can give them that job. And like it's a progressing part, but it's not actually started. But we have taken a data of actually many street residents right now, like more than 200 street residents. Yeah. So we have taken the data, we have kept the data in sheets, and then in the future, whenever we need and like whenever we there is some need in the society, so we can give them the opportunity. So that's a beginning for the making them independent on their own.